My name is AMSHU and I'm from Bangalore and I studied in Baroda. I did my art school there. Yeah, for the past 6 years I had been there. And this is the first time for me in Switzerland and also the first time in Europe. It's the first time I've left India. So it's been amazing. The thing that struck me most over here was, of course, the landscape, the stunning landscape and the mountains, which you absolutely cannot ignore. And yeah, that somehow has really affected me since the day I landed here. Actually, I can say that unconsciously or consciously, you cannot avoid the landscape. And it has somehow seeped into my work. And even my work in Chateau Papillon, I've been trying to bring in the landscape inside the studio space and work with it. So yeah, it has really come into my work in different ways. For me personally was the show India Maximum City, curated by Brigade, because it was interesting for me because my work was there. It was interesting to me to be with other senior Indian artists outside India. You know, it's a very special experience. And it's been the first time for me, so it was really nice to exhibit with all the wonderful senior artists along with them, you know, in the show. Yeah, I love the James Turrell piece which he has done, the sky piece. I think that's really fabulous. You know, it's more of an experiential piece for me, and it has been very close. I mean, I've always seen his work in images, and I never got to see it in real, so I think that for me was something really striking. The first day when I reached here, we went up to the Korvach, the mountain, by the ropeway, and then I took some shots, some footage over there. And it was lying in the camera. I didn't know what to do. I just took it as tourist shots, you know. And then, and I was carrying this wooden horse that was with me from Delhi, which I found in a flea market, and apparently it didn't have a head. It was a headless horse. And there is a folk myth in back home, which is called Hayavadana, which talks about Hayavadana is a man with a head of a horse, and he goes in search of completion, in search of a complete body and mind, you know, a soul and mind, and he gives up in the favor of a body of a horse, of an animal, as to the body of a man. So it's a conflict between the soul and the intellect, body and mind. So, and many people have, like Girish Kanand has done a wonderful play, who's a very important playwright in Canada, on Hayavadana. And yeah, this is my visual interpretation of that. More than what I would take back home, it's more of I think it's the experience that I would take back home, the wonderful people that I've met over here, and a chance that I got to see so many artworks at the same time, and such amazing work happening. And of course, sort of a cultural exchange, because I've met so many friends who are from the Engadine, and yeah, I went around to meet people and have new experiences. So all these small experiences, they somehow will seep down into work, into life, and that will sort of transfer and manifest in another way back home.